I feel the freest when I'm with a live band. And I can tell the audience feels its freest as well. What's up? This is Medusa, the Gangsta Goddess.
Those influences growing up that really inspired you?
Oh, wow. First and foremost, it would have to be my aunt, Billy Calvin. She was a vocalist and a writer, and she was a part of a group called the Undisputed Truth. Smiling faces. Smiling faces, but smiling faces tell lies, and I got proof. The Undisputed Truth, they were opening for the Jackson 5 at the time. And I'm 7 years old, and she decides to take me on this run. I'm her niece. And she comes to my mom, can I take Nene with me on this run? So I would watch them win this crowd over nightly, to the point where it was just amazing to me. They'd run off stage. My auntie would pick me up and we'd run back. They'd be all sweaty and excited about the show. And my Uncle Ronald at the time was the percussionist. So to have my uncle and my auntie on this stage doing this, it was probably the most inspiring moment of my life. So I would spend time braiding my hair and going through my mother's album collection. And as I grew listening to the Aretha Franklins, the Earth, Wind and Fires, George Clinton, that era of funk meeting R&B took my mind to a whole nother level. Style of performance, you know, the costumes that their wives and would create for them. You know, it was always bigger than life on the smallest of budget. Those are the type of styles of music that I grew up with, and I still carry in the influence of my live performance to this day. So, you know, that influence is what made me create a live band in hip hop in LA, to create my own sound based on that influence.
What are your thoughts on kind of this up and coming Afro punk scene? What would you call it?
Somebody who is organic with their approach to it. I think that's what this Afro punk, funk, Afro sheen music movement is, because it's mixed with some house too. You know, still the 4 to the floor Chicago house undertone. You still have some go-go in it, you know, and then you still have that strip club expression in it as well. And then it leaves space for the rhythm of an MC and a vocalist like that of Brides of Frankenstein, because that sound is needed back in our lives. We're allowing it to happen without there being a structure. It is happening organically. These are the rhythms that we vibe to the most. This tribal music right here. Yes, now I feel you. Yes. It is so necessary to have those collaborations, because you had the corporate thought of there had to be a box for everyone. All the elements had to be separated. All the sounds had to have their own. And now it's not like that. That's why if you're not collabing, then you are trying to be pigeonholed. And it's not time for that. It's a time for a collective sound and a collective effort. Now, let me continue with the lyrical magic tricks. While I still got my heart,
It wouldn't feel right if we didn't talk about the next generation of female rappers coming up. The Blind Brixtons, the Gifted Gabs, the Mama Dukes.
Yes. When I was introduced to all of them, and I was like, okay, you got spitums. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, y'all, you mean it. You're not just playing with it. You're not just trying to fill a void. You mean this. Because I'm an MC's MC. And I desire that. Show me you're clever. So these up and coming ladies are clever and consistent. I have youngsters in my class that are so phenomenal because they are speaking. I'm forcing them to speak their own truth. Don't mimic a truth that's out there that you think is viable. Don't mimic a truth out there that you think the corporate ear would like to hear just to put you on. Because trust me, your truth comes across much clearer than some falsified documents. So these up and coming women are holding a proper position in being honest, being raw, organic, and clever.
Ego, that's cool, but confidence is better. Ego stop from exploring options, confidence will better. Confidence will over for the lazy ears. Ego
Live album is ultimately where I've always wanted to go. I need the integrity and the loyalty to the music and the movement. I need that to happen. And I feel like now is the time. When you have people like an Anderson Paak, now is the time. When you have people like a Battle Cat or a Fat Jack breaking out their little cabinet of goodies that are so unique and so different from their norm. So now is the time for me to do this album.
There's a metamorphosis happening.
Yeah.
Oh. Side note, y'all listen to E40's new.
I got $19 for a Lapdance, but I only got $1 for a cigarette.
Oh my god, last night I
Get in there.
my husband was like, who the fuck are you? And I was like, oh.